2026 is a year where small, steady decisions matter more than dramatic jumps. Across the United States, families are realizing that financial strength in this new environment does not come from chasing the newest trend. It comes from stabilizing the base, assets you can touch, income you can verify, and habits that protect your money instead of draining it. The landscape has shifted. Prices have settled slightly from the highs of earlier years, yet essentials remain expensive. In this environment, Americans who take practical, grounded steps are the ones positioned for real progress. Imagine a small suburban neighborhood in Ohio. Early mornings, people step out to start their day, but behind each door, a different story is unfolding. One household struggles with rising utility costs, another tries to stretch a paycheck, and a third, the focus of our story, is quietly building a foundation that will allow them to stand stronger in 2026 than they ever did before. They are not earning through fast schemes or digital shortcuts. Instead, they follow clear steps, simple, disciplined, and safe. The first smart move of 2026 is controlling fixed costs. Americans learned in the last few years that unpredictable bills damage financial planning. More than anything else, rent, mortgage, utilities, insurance premiums, these numbers set the stage for everything. In 2026, the wisest households revisit each fixed cost with purpose. They renegotiate home insurance, especially as premiums have climbed in various states. Many homeowners discovered that raising their home insurance deductible slightly reduced their annual premium, enough to create breathing room. The same applies to auto insurance, where updated driving data and clean records can bring down monthly payments. These savings aren't flashy, but their impact is enormous. When fixed costs drop even a little, financial stress fades and long-term planning becomes easier. The second move is reevaluating transportation. Americans in 2026 still rely heavily on cars, but the economics have changed. Instead of purchasing expensive models with complex technology, more people are choosing modest, reliable vehicles with strong fuel efficiency. Pre-owned cars between 5 and 8 years old, well-maintained, and simple have become the most cost-effective option. People are buying vehicles not for status, but for function. This shift alone saves thousands of dollars in payments, maintenance, and insurance over time. The smart families in our Ohio neighborhood decided against a brand new SUV and instead purchased a lightly used sedan with a clean history. That single decision removed monthly pressure and immediately improved their cash flow. The third move of 2026 is adopting a household efficiency plan. Utility bills remain a significant burden, especially in areas facing higher electricity and heating costs. Americans who focus on consumption instead of complaining about prices achieve real results. They replace old bulbs with high-efficiency LEDs, install simple draft stoppers around doors, use programmable thermostats, and seal attic gaps that leak conditioned air. None of these steps require heavy investment. Yet, collectively, they reduce annual utility expenses enough to feel like a small raise. And unlike income, lowered expenses come with no taxes, no approvals, and no waiting. The fourth move is strengthening emergency reserves. The lesson from previous years is clear. Surprises will come. Medical bills, sudden repairs, seasonal slowdowns, these situations do not wait for convenience. In 2026, the recommended approach is not unrealistic saving goals. It is slow accumulation. Even $20 to $30 a week builds a meaningful cushion over time. This small habit transforms anxiety into confidence. It also prevents reliance on loans or high-cost credit. When life becomes unpredictable, the Ohio family started this routine 2 years earlier. By 2026, they had enough saved to handle a major home repair without asking anyone for help. That decision protected their dignity, stability, and financial momentum. The fifth move is asset-based income. This is where Americans in 2026 stand out. With digital markets saturated and uncertain, real-world earning returns to the front. People who use their hands, tools, and simple physical assets create the strongest financial protection. Some rent out equipment like pressure washers, lawn aerators, or ladders. Others use a spare room for secure, verified storage rather than digital ventures. Some offer local home repair services, fencing, painting, organizing garages, or seasonal yard cleanup. These income sources don't depend on algorithms, trends, or online competition. They depend on reliability and skill. The Ohio family added a small weekend service, helping neighbors clean gutters and power wash decks. It required minimal investment and delivered consistent cash flow. The sixth move is learning practical skills. The American who invests time into hands-on ability always wins. Plumbing basics, drywall patching, painting, lawn maintenance. Minor electrical knowledge. These are not just skills, they are financial shields. Every repair you do yourself saves money. Every skill you improve can become a side service. In 2026, households are choosing competence over outsourcing. The Ohio father spent evenings learning basic plumbing techniques through community workshops. He can now fix leaking faucets, replace hoses, and repair simple pipe joints. He saves hundreds every year and occasionally helps neighbors for a small fee. The seventh smart move is maintaining a simple lifestyle. Americans who prosper in 2026 do not chase the illusion of constant upgrades. They focus on comfort, not competition. They value utility, not image. They buy items that last, not items that impress. They choose durable furniture, second-hand tools, refurbished appliances, and long-lasting kitchenware. This mindset quietly builds stability. The Ohio family replaced their old habit of frequent shopping with intentional purchasing. Their home may not look like a showroom, but it operates smoothly, efficiently, and affordably. The eighth move is monitoring health as a financial obligation. In 2026, healthcare costs remain high. People who stay ahead avoid heavy expenditures later. Regular walks, balanced meals, proper rest, and scheduled checkups are not lifestyle choices. They are financial safeguards. Good health prevents missed workdays and expensive emergencies. All these moves form a single theme: grounded, steady, physical, and responsible growth. Not digital shortcuts, not unpredictable ventures, just strong American discipline in 2026. And when these steps combine, they create transformation, quiet but powerful. Families all across the United States are realizing something important in 2026. Strong financial growth is not built on one big decision. It is built on many small moves executed with patience, clarity, and consistency. As the economy continues stabilizing from previous volatile periods, Americans who take responsibility for their everyday habits are finding themselves ahead. The shift is no longer about chasing new industries or trying to predict markets. The real shift is towards strengthening measurable parts of life: home, health, skills, assets, and personal routines. The story from Ohio continues, and it mirrors millions of American households. Their transformation did not come from extraordinary opportunity. It came from recognizing what they already had. Every step they took created steady progress. And in 2026, progress is everything. The lessons from their journey offer a roadmap for anyone wanting a stronger financial position in this evolving year. The ninth smart move for Americans in 2026 is optimizing household scheduling. Time management may not seem like a financial strategy, but in reality, it controls whether expenses grow or shrink. Many families lose money simply because they react instead of planning. They rush to buy groceries, order unnecessary takeout, drive without grouping errands, or forget maintenance schedules until items break. Efficient scheduling solves these issues. Planning grocery trips for once a week with a clear list prevents impulse purchases. Organizing errands geographically saves fuel. Setting monthly household maintenance checks stops small problems from becoming expensive. Disasters. The Ohio family began using a simple weekly board with categories: meals, repairs, bills, errands, and outdoor tasks. This eliminated clutter, prevented last-minute spending, and created a rhythm that reduced stress. The 10th move is analyzing consumption patterns. In 2026, prices for everyday items remain unpredictable. Families who track usage rather than prices are achieving more control. They monitor how much detergent they actually use each month, how quickly pantry items finish, how often cleaning supplies run out, and whether subscriptions truly bring value. Many Americans discover they could reduce consumption by 10 to 20%, with zero impact on quality of life. The Ohio family realized they didn't need large bottles of specialty cleaners. Instead, they adopted multi-purpose options that performed equally well at half the cost. This single shift lowered their annual spending enough to redirect the savings toward home improvements, The 11th move for 2026 is focusing on repair over replacement. The modern culture often teaches people to discard and upgrade. But Americans who prosper this year understand the value in restoring items before rushing to buy new ones. Basic repairs: tightening screws, resealing edges, repainting surfaces, replacing small parts keep household assets functioning far longer. Many items that traditionally get replaced quickly, like lamps, small shelves, tools, or kitchen accessories, can be repaired for a fraction of the price. The Ohio family adopted a rule: attempt repair twice before considering a replacement. It became a game of resourcefulness, and it significantly reduced waste. Their backyard furniture, which appeared worn and faded, was revitalized through sanding and refinishing. It now looks new without costing anything near a replacement set. The 12th smart financial move is upgrading essential systems selectively. Americans in 2026 are learning that not every upgrade matters equally. Some bring real long-term savings, while others are cosmetic distractions. Priorities have shifted towards systems that reduce recurring expenses. These include energy-efficient water heaters, proper insulation, solar-powered outdoor lighting, low-flow shower heads, adjustable speed HVAC fans, and thick thermal curtains for winter protection. The Ohio family followed this principle by sealing attic insulation and installing a smart thermostat with controlled scheduling. Their energy bills dropped noticeably, giving them more room for savings and repairs throughout the year. Selective upgrades ensure money flows into areas that return value instead of draining it. The 13th move is the strategic use of local resources. Communities in 2026 offer more support programs, workshops, recycling opportunities, and household assistance than ever before. Many Americans simply overlook them because they assume everything useful must be purchased privately. Public libraries have tool lending programs in several states. Community centers host low-cost classes on home maintenance. City recycling events accept old electronics, appliances, and metals that households often struggle to store. These local resources reduce expenses and help families access knowledge without paying high fees. The Ohio family attended a weekend workshop on home weatherproofing, offered by a local community center. That single class helped them make permanent improvements to their home. That continues saving them money month after month. The 14th smart move for 2026 is proactive home maintenance. This is one of the strongest financial moves Americans can make. Small, consistent attention prevents costly failures. Checking exterior caulking, testing smoke detectors, cleaning gutters, flushing water heaters, maintaining yard drainage, tightening fixtures, lubricating moving parts, and checking for moisture buildup. These steps add years to a home's lifespan. The Ohio family set the first weekend of each month as Home Check Day. They inspected their kitchen plumbing, tested outdoor outlets, cleaned air vents, and walked around the yard for signs of erosion. These simple routines caught issues before they became problems. Long-term maintenance protects the most expensive asset most families own. The 15th move is building a physical skills network. Americans who maintain meaningful local relationships gain both opportunities and stability. Neighbors with mechanical experience, carpentry ability, electrical knowledge, lawn care expertise, or general handy skills often help each other in exchange for simple favors or shared support. This cooperative approach saves money while strengthening community ties. In 2026, people are rediscovering the value of mutual contribution. The Ohio family joined a neighborhood group where members shared tools, exchanged advice, and helped with seasonal tasks. This eliminated unnecessary rental costs and reduced the need for professional services for minor tasks. The 16th move is family financial alignment. Many households lose money because each member operates independently. When partners and older children discuss spending decisions, goals, and plans together, financial discipline increases. Shared understanding reduces accidental purchases, overlapping expenses, and emotional spending. Families who teach their children the difference between want and need see far better outcomes. The Ohio family began holding a short weekly meeting where they reviewed their goals, tracked progress, and discussed upcoming expenses. This alignment prevented miscommunication and reinforced discipline. The 17th move for Americans in 2026 is the strategic use of physical assets for supplementary income while avoiding digital ventures. Households can still leverage real-world items they own. Tools, equipment, safe storage space, gardening supplies, workshop tables, and even recreational gear can generate small but steady income through local rentals or neighborhood services. The Ohio family bought a durable, mid-range pressure washer and a commercial-grade ladder. They began offering weekend driveway cleaning and gutter clearance to nearby homes. It was not a glamorous side service, but it was reliable and completely under their control. This small project now pays for several monthly expenses. The 18th move is developing personal craftsmanship. Americans are returning to practical arts that once formed the backbone of many communities. Woodworking, furniture refinishing, sewing, upholstery repair, basic metalwork, pottery, and custom home decor have regained importance, while mass-produced goods dominate the market. Handcrafted items still hold demand for people who appreciate durability and character. Developing craftsmanship does not require formal schooling. It begins with small projects and improves with repetition. The Ohio family's oldest child learned basic woodworking through an affordable community workshop. He began making small shelves, planters, and simple tables for neighbors. Not only did he learn valuable skills, but he also earned small income and formed strong community connections. The 19th move is strengthening transportation planning. Rising maintenance costs and fluctuating fuel prices make vehicle management essential. Smart Americans in 2026 follow practices like maintaining correct tire pressure, keeping fluids updated, avoiding unnecessary idling, driving smoothly, and performing regular inspections. They plan routes efficiently and combine trips instead of making multiple runs. The Ohio family created a simple rule: no car leaves the driveway without a purpose and at least to combine tasks. This reduced fuel usage and extended the life of their vehicle. The 20th financial move is prioritizing physical and mental well-being. Healthy households spend far less on medical emergencies, missed workdays, and stress-driven purchases. Daily walks, balanced meals, hydration, early sleep routines, limited processed foods, and proper stretching create direct financial benefits. The Ohio family transformed their evenings by replacing screen time with a walk through their neighborhood. It boosted their energy, improved their sleep, reduced stress, and indirectly protected their finances. The 21st move is documenting progress. Humans change when they can measure their improvement. Americans who track their money habits and goals stay committed. Recording utility bills, repair expenses, grocery totals, maintenance tasks, and small victories builds motivation. The Ohio family kept a small journal listing what they saved each month. Through simple decisions, the numbers grew steadily, proving the impact of their discipline. All these moves form a powerful message for 2026. Financial success is created through physical action, structured thinking, and responsible habits. Every small decision stacks upon the previous one, building a future that is secure and stable. Families like the one in Ohio did not change their lives through unpredictable ventures. They changed their lives by understanding what truly matters and taking control of their daily actions in a steady, practical, and dignified way.